Okay, well,
But kind of tell me a little bit about what it is.
well, according to this planning guidance for response to a nuclear detonation, which came out on January 16th, but is really, there's nothing in it that's actually that new. It says right in here that there will be no significant federal response at the scene for 24 hours, and the full extent of federal assets will not be available for up to 72 hours in the event of a nuclear detonation. Any lives that are going to be saved are going to be saved during that first 72 hours.
Right.
So we've been very concerned about the response capabilities of local and state governments. And in fact, we've been discovering when we go to the first responders in all these little towns around Arizona and ask them, well, do you have a plan? No. Do you have any instruments? No. So we have been establishing a radiation monitoring net in Arizona and providing to first responders the information that they will need to save lives in the event that the unthinkable ever happens. So we have visited practically everywhere in Arizona except Phoenix and Tucson for the moment. Firemen have been extremely enthusiastic about the plan. This is the Nuclear War Survival Skills Plan, which is the federal government plan, the only one that exists. The default option was established back during the Cold War by U.S. government scientists in the event that we had a nuclear attack and we didn't have a plan, thinking it was really rather unlikely that the United States was going to invest in a real civil defense program like they have in, say, Switzerland or Russia.
How important is this for us to be prepared for this?
Well, the federal government seems to think it's pretty important. They've certainly put out the documents. The incoming administration has said that it's important to respond to and to recover from any terrorist attacks. And if there is a nuclear attack, there are some special considerations, especially radiation monitoring. We don't have any equipment virtually in the state that compares to what we used to have. There were like 600,000 survey meters during the Cold War, 3 million dosimeters. Those were all disposed of and not replaced. So a lot of the people to whom the responsibility has been delegated really don't have any materials to deal with it until now, and they have our emergency nuclear kits.
What exactly is in this kit and what does it do?
Okay, I'll show you. This is the kit. You can see a cap kit designed to be put on a shelf where people can see it. The main thing that's in there is the manual. This is the Nuclear War Survival Skills Manual. There's also a nuke alert. This is the Carney fallout meter. The instructions for building it are in the manual. It can be made by a 12-year-old kid. The instructions were designed and tested at Oak Ridge National Laboratory. They were tested for the ability of ordinary Americans to carry out the instruction. And then the meter was tested. This looks like a little toy. This is a factory-made Carney fallout meter. The one you make might not look quite so pretty. But it is a fail-safe meter.
What do you think the average public worries about a nuclear attack at all?
They probably aren't thinking about it right now. And so one of the key features of this is to prevent panic. Because if it happened, people don't know anything about it. They don't know what to do. They're just terrified of radiation because they think that even the tiniest particle of radiation will kill you. And one thing that could be very reassuring is to have these instruments in the hands of our trusted first responders who can tell the people exactly what the risk is or isn't and what they should do to shelter in place or to prepare as best as they can. Some extra desiccant. This is silica gel that's got a colored indicator in it. If it turns pink, you need to warm it up because it keeps the inside of the meter dry. And there's also instructions that were designed to be distributed to the public in a time of crisis. What we use this for is for charging the fallout meter. This works as an electroscope. There are 2 aluminum foil leads down in there.
Just go ahead and set that under.
And what you do is you charge them up by putting a static charge on them, which you can generate with plastic or your hair or a shirt. And the leads will come apart. And then if there's radiation, they discharge and come back together again. You measure how far apart they are, and then you can time how quickly they come together. There's a little scale on the side you can measure.
Can you just get a shot of it?
Would you like me to take it out of here?
No, that's fine. You can just hold it up.
Should I take it out of the bag?
Sure. I'll get some more.
You can put this on your keychain like the firemen in Marana do.